Welcome to the Good Place Marionville podcast, dedicated to highlighting the good right here in Marionville, Missouri. Have I got some amazing news for everyone today? Last week, for the election on April 7th, close to 500 voters showed up in Marionville to voice their choice on the ballot. I got that number from people that posted their ballot number on Facebook throughout the day, and honestly, I lost track of the highest number that I saw. So that alone is good news. Almost 5 times the number of people showed up and cast a vote compared to several previous elections that I found online. So, way to go, Marionville. That's great news. Now, it's time to keep the momentum going. You can start by attending the Alderman meeting this Thursday night at 6:30 at the fire department and watch the new mayor, Angie Brenner, and the new alderman, Trent Baker, Kristi Zemas, and Mark Johnson get sworn in. Let's not let the interest die, but rather build for the future. Big city news this week, Thursday and Friday, are city-wide cleanup days. The dumpsters will be in place between City Hall and the fire station by the morning of the 16th and ending around 3 p.m. on Friday the 17th. Public Works will be out there to keep things working smoothly in the yard. And some items to remember that are not to be included are things like tires, yard waste, appliances, batteries, paint, and other chemicals, things that you would expect to not be allowed and have to go for special disposal. That's the same in this case as well. So load your cars, trucks, trailers, etc. with items that you need to get rid of, and let's fill those dumpsters. We've been talking a lot lately about being neighborly, and this is a great way to practice being neighborly. If you have someone that lives near you or you know someone that might need some help, this is the time to step up and help them. Maybe you've noticed trash in their yard or items that just look too bulky for them to deal with. Get them some help and get it to the dumpster. Another thing you can do is volunteer a few hours of your time to help pick things up for people, especially the elderly. You can check in with City Hall to find out if there are any addresses that need help that have reported it, and you can load up your truck or your trailer and help them out in that way. I know that the last several years, it's been really amazing to see how many people have helped each other and the amount of trash that everyone is able to get rid of. It really does feel good to clear out those places that have the big, bulky stuff that you just need to get rid of. So, everybody, this is the time to get involved in the citywide cleanup for the spring. This episode of the Good Place Marionville podcast is sponsored by the Bank of Billings. Big banks count numbers. At Bank of Billings, they count neighbors. The Bank of Billings is proud to serve the people, families, and businesses that make our community strong. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender. In school news, Greta reported that the Special Services Department had a great turnout at the Transition Resource Fair on March 26, with 24 students and families attending and meeting the outside vendors. Also, on March 26th, the high school students participated in the Job Olympics at Branson High School, and we had 7 students that earned first or second place in 10 events. We're so proud of their hard work and want to shout out to the high school teacher team that supports the students so well. Casey Young-Newberry, Dava Whitehead, and Ronda Rusher. Matt Price reported that the middle school got an award for being #1 in the state for growth in ELA. Way to go, middle school. Peyton Grubbs reported that it is a busy sports week with softball, track, and baseball happenings pretty much every night of the week. So check out the school Facebook page or website for all of those details, or check in with your favorite student, and I'm sure they can tell you where all the things are happening. Also, I saw a lot of fun on Facebook from prom this past weekend. What a fun experience it was, and great to see all the young men and women dressed up and having a good time together. In nonprofit news, this week at the Manor, they're having several gospel music and worship times, including time with Brother Lee, some young musicians, and Carol McCain will be playing her dulcimer. And there's no shortage of eating and celebrating with a trip to Brahms for lunch and treats, trip to the Ozarks for dinner at Rosie Joe's Cafe and a play at the Stained Glass Theater, and a big party to celebrate all of the April birthdays and anniversaries. In business news, our podcast sponsor, the Bank of Billings, broke ground in Clever and announced a new branch that will be coming soon. B's and G's successfully celebrated their 1-year anniversary, as well as the Seven Springs Storage is turning 1 this month. Hidden Timber Venue just had its grand opening on Sunday, and the White Rock venue opened just a few short weeks ago. You can find these businesses and many more at visitmarionville.com. And if you would like to get a free listing or an expanded version for your business, you can submit your information on the link in the show notes. Any business in Marionville is able to have a free listing. Please check out the website and see all the great opportunities right here in town. The White Squirrel Community Garden is getting ready for planting. The caretakers are excited for year number 2. The Produce Blessing Box is a spot where all the gardeners in our town are welcome to donate their extra produce for those in need. This is a great way to help a neighbor. Located out in the field at Mill and Lion, and the yard signs with directional signs will be going up once the plants are in place. I know they can always use more volunteers and helpers to keep that garden going. In events that are happening around town, there's a lot happening. Tonight is the Lions Club fundraising dinner at Alice Irene's. And the Lions Club has done a great job selling tickets to promote that and get some money raised to help others in need. Marionville Business Connect is this Thursday from 4 to 5 at Central Place. The City Council meeting, Alderman meeting, is Thursday at 6:30 at the fire station. Citywide cleanup, depending on the weather, of course, is this Thursday and Friday right here in town with the dumpsters between City Hall and the fire station. Alice Irene's has been celebrating their 20-year anniversary, and this Friday is having $20 ribeye dinners. So check that out and make it a date night. The Applefest Tea Party is this Saturday at the Gathering. And then Saturday night, there is a concert at the Mulberry Tree Saloon. The band is Order of the Machine. Doors open at 8 o'clock p.m., and there is a $5 cover charge. And if you're planning ahead, remember to put on your calendar the citywide patriotic picnic, June 27th, starting at 4 o'clock in the city park. If you would like to donate towards this event, please drop off a check at the Bank of Billings, or you can call the phone number I will put in the show notes. And I have this beautiful flyer that the department or the committee made for the picnic coming up. You'll see these headed around town, and it's just fun to gear up for the celebration of our 250th birthday of our country. Well, folks, that was a lot of good things happening in town, a lot of events happening, and I hope that you plan to get involved, be a part of the community, be a part of the activities that happen, as well as the workings of our town. Thank you to the Bank of Billings for sponsoring today's podcast. Consider becoming a sponsor. You can contact us at goodplacemarionville@hotmail.com. and use that same email address to report good news that you might see happening around town. If you enjoyed this podcast, please remember to subscribe to the YouTube channel and click the bell to be notified when each episode releases. Thank you so much for joining the Good Place Marionville podcast. Keep your eyes out for the good, and together we can celebrate Marionville.